Hello guys, and welcome to the tutorial for TV Station Lass. Now this is the last figure from my B.L.O.K.E.S Season 2 designs, but it's also my first Fembot. That is mean that it's a robot with slightly feminine features. But otherwise, it's still a fierce warrior just like any other Transformer. She comes with a companion, Micromaster, Jack Kid. They don't combine in any shape or form. It just likes to ride along, just to go through the Micromaster right away. It's also my first flying vehicle. We had a speedboat, but not an airplane or anything else. I do now have also an helicopter and a shuttle, but this was the first one. So transformation is very simple. The design is very simple. Usual main body, usual knee pegs, and the backpack is comprised of three parts. We have a hinge, the backpack itself, and let's call it the hull of the airplane. The hull will, do a 90 degree together with the hinge, another 90, and that's it. And that's the airplane mode. If you want to flip the face around, if you have, if you're scared of seeing visible head syndrome kind of situation. And then the legs just fold up into the wings until they're about the same length, and that's the jet mode. Whoosh. Now, put that aside, we have the legs. They have the new swifting, shifting design. They show the list, but I think it's the the filament is preventing it right now. So the filament for the knee, that gives it a little bit of bend, not massive in this case. We got ankle tilt with filament as well, and we actually got toe movement as well with some filament because of transformation. Then the hips are fairly similar as the usual. They just pack together with 5mm ports as usual, and then allow for full tilt range of movement to some extent. Not today, but plenty for whatever you want to do, and they pack together as usual. If you had if this is your first figure, sorry to say, but all the other figures pretty much have the same thing, so you should be fairly familiar with it now. The chest comes with a 5mm pegged Autobot logo, while the belt and let's call it the bra, the chest piece, comes as a separate printable piece, so you can have it in different colors, and it just glues in place. So that goes there. Now the arm, we have a bicep swivel with a 5mm usual peg. We got pegs for the side cannons. The elbow bends 45 degree maximum, but that's also because of transformation. There will be parts that need to stay in place. And then the end as the usual door that opens, and like the plant power plant guy, the fist can be removed so that the transformation can now reveal the longer peg that we will need for vehicle mode and other modes. But for now, let's move it back. It's a bit tight in this case, but as you just seen, we can make it through. So it's just a matter of getting it in the right place. And the shoulder has the usual collapsible peg. It goes on the side of the figure. Oh. The hips and legs don't want to stay together anymore. The hips do lie sometimes. Okay, so the other, same as the first one. We actually have ports for the blasters, cannons to go on the shoulder, like, I don't know, Seeker style. And there is a groove on the gun so that it doesn't, you know, affect the other peg, and it can go a bit more flush. Right, let me do this with all the legs and the head. Let me show you the head. The head has a separate faceplate that can be printed and glued in place, and these ears are actually wings that can be removed, and that will change for vehicle mode. But otherwise, I like the idea of having cat ears kind of thing. You can try and keep them the same length. All right. Now, before we put the legs on again, they're gonna fall apart. The backpack. Now, the backpack is gonna be the canopy of the jet mode, and we're gonna have the wings for the jet mode as well. And they have a double peg system, so that's peg and peg hole, peg and peg hole, and it follows the shape of the canopy so that, you know, it's all nice and flush. And on the other side of the wing, we instead now see the front of the TV station, also split in half at the moment. So finally, we can peg the backpack on the back of the station less, and that gives her the Seeker look again that I wanted to give her. Really hate when things just don't stay together. And this is all again because of humidity, my printer not printing things in the right size, and all the kind of shenanigans. But I have a new printer now, so I'm hoping that I can print things better to the size, design things more precisely, and all the kind of shenanigans. All right, and that's the wings together again, and they go into here. No, don't fall apart for a minute. Just stay there. You can do it. I believe in you. There we go. Oh, I forgot something on the legs. And now they're not falling apart. So these wings also go on the legs, and they can be pegged in. Easy peasy. And the legs fall apart. And now they do fall apart, yeah. And then the other one, you can see the peg hole, peg on the back. And then when it's gonna be vehicle mode, they're gonna be attached the other way. Could have put a swivel in there or something, but I don't know. I just ended up designing them this way. All right, so let's see. Everything staying together for once in robot mode. Yeah. Well done. Let's have the MicroMaster in robot mode as well together, so you can see what they look like. Boom, boom. Yeah, looks good to me. So now for the vehicle mode, now they can be apart again, and we're gonna have, well, let's put things aside, rip them apart a little bit, and let's start from the head. Now the head, we're gonna change this, guys, to where does it want to go in? Here we go. So you want to really nudge them in there securely. They're not playing nice with me today. Yeah. You know what? Doing it in front of the camera, trying to keep it in shot, and then trying to play with this thing, it's hard, especially because it's not playing along with me today. Again, humidity can modify the shape of things. This is definitely expanded because it used to just, yeah, okay. I managed to go in without crying about it too much. Now we need to do it on the other side with about the same, length, so that it looks nice. I promise you that it works. Here we go. Yeah. Close enough. So that's the tail fin. And we're gonna peg it into the neck instead. So the neck becomes the head, then the back, and the head as a whole for the tail fin. Now, let's go ahead and take the guns away, and the first goes away. We need to flop around this, and what happens is that I mentioned that 90-degree elbow, 45-degree elbow, I should say. Now you kind of want to leave the door open here, and you want this peg to go in there. It's gonna be more difficult the first time. But if you hold it, you also need to make sure that there's clearance from that bit that you glued for the belt, otherwise it's gonna be a pain, but eventually you'll make it. I'm gonna pop it off the camera. Okay, now I remember. So, well, it's gonna look like this, but because I didn't reprint this part, it's not closing enough. So what's happening is that you want to peg it in first on the side of the figure, and then you want to peg in the shoulder bit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peg it in there to make you understand where it needs to go and how far mine is. But yeah, that is pretty much where it should be going. But yeah, for now, for this tutorial purpose, you're gonna be fine with me showing you without things beginning together. But the part that you'll be printing will allow you to fold this in further up, which means the arm can come closer and then that can peg in. So I'm gonna try and do the other one off camera and then I'll come back to you guys. Yeah, so I managed to kind of show it on this side, but yeah, a bit of jiggling. This should connect straight. It's not right now because mine is not the fixed version, but yours will be. So it's just a matter of connecting these shoulders as well. Now, once you connect the shoulders, you should be free to attach the wings. And this time we got double peg, double hole and peg, and they go up there like that. And we got the other shoulder, do the same. And you can start to see that the back of the airplane mode is done. So now we're gonna work on the front. I'm gonna leave the hips attached here now so that it's easier to handle later. So we're gonna work on the front. So we said the wings can go here, and then this can flip forward. I'm gonna leave it lifted up a little bit just because you will see once we got the canopy in place. The canopy goes into the peg holes on the side like that, nice and secure this time. No chance for wiggle room. And while we're doing this, where did it go? We had, oh, I lost it on the side here. There's a weapon that goes along with TV stationless, which is this quadruple cannon, and this can peg in between here. So it can be used in robot mode, but otherwise in vehicle mode you can have it pegged in there so that it's just got extra firepower. So now you have to line all the peg holes on this side and make sure that this is all nice and secure. And, you know, ankles folding down, the toes, and voila, the front part is done. Now, as far as weapons goes, where's the other one? Here. Now, there is storage under the wings, and together with that, you can also store the fists if you want. So depending on how you store it, it might be better if you store it with the longer peg on the wing, so you got space for the fists to be stored so you don't lose them. So that's the one, and that's the other one. Now I'm not sure which side each fist should have gone to, but you know, for the sake of showing it, here we go. So okay, well, not super secure on my print, but oh, the other thing is the legs can collapse if there isn't any filament on the way. So let me chop off the filament bits that are in the way, and I can show you that the legs do actually collapse. I need to do a bit more chopping on the other side. And There we go. So that we got a nice and neat Baker mode. Now we just need to align that. And voila, if the shoulders collaborated a bit better, we would have Baker mode. And it's a bit Cybertronian in the looks. It's definitely not a heart mode, jet mode, but you know, I've seen worse. Now for the TV station mode, we need to take everything apart. But the main part of this is these two coming together like that, and we need an extra bit that is part of the design. The only purpose is to connect these two panels and the road. So that goes there, that goes there, and then you can have, you know, your own road panels printed beforehand, or if you already have a set, and that's it. Now for the building, if you remember well, it's pretty much the top part of the canopy that we see now with the main body attached to it. So give me a second, trying to recollect. So yeah, we want to obviously take the cannons out, because that's not gonna fly on a civilian building. But on the other hand, we're probably gonna just have so there is hips coming out and back. So we're building the tower here. We're gonna have the head go back into, let's say, robot mode, with the wings folding back into here. And that is gonna peg here. Yeah. Then, oh, need a hip to show me this part like that. And then there is 2 holes in the back of the wings that are the front of the TV station mode, and that's where the arms are gonna peg into. trying to figure out. It's definitely gonna be. Let me take this bit away. This can close down now. And hold that. No, that's. Hold on a second. So the trick is that you want to put the shoulder of TLS on the bust, and then you want the arm to be tilted a bit up, and then connect to that panel that way. Or maybe not tilted up at all. Are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, this is how it works. You just connect the arms to the main body, and then you connect the let's say the tower to the rest of the building, and it just sits there looking pretty. So yeah, that's TV station mode, or it's a building, I guess. My camera is running out of juice, so I'm afraid I'm not gonna show a transformation back. But as usual, remember to register on Facebook on Chrome Studio, or to follow me on Cult, and I'll catch you guys later.